Don't tell me you died. Oops. What do you guys think of that set? Pretty good. Okay.
So like on some real shit.
Some
super real shit.
Uh-oh. Here comes, hold up. Here comes the Nago hate. Here we go. I got my Hotep hat ready. Let's do it. Where's the tweet?
So on some real shit, I actually feel like I need to improve against the character a ton. I played against Fame a bunch, and I was kind of like, you know what? I got this. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And basically, like up through Evo, I basically like don't lose that character in sets. But then like right before, I had some like nail biters where also I didn't because I won. I didn't realize like my flaws against the character. Yeah, that my flaws against the character, and then I lost to Idiosyncrasy and Evo winners, in not a good way too. Even though it's like GG, but he also beat me in like a GG shake my hand type way. Okay. Which by the way, it happened against you like 3 times because you would pop blood and I would mash. And this time I was ready to mash and I got thrown. I actually tilted for a second. I was like, holy shit, bro, this shit is plus. Like this month, I'm trying to play against him like just a ton, and get like my defense strategy really good, and like you know, see if there's stuff that I can straight up be like, oh, like I could fix and make better. You know what I mean?
I started learning as well, but I mean the matchup is like obviously if you're cold on the character, he's just gonna blow you out, right? So there's a lot of games like that. You got better as you went, but still, it's like I can just blow you out in a different way.
I had to adjust to you too because you just did a bunch of stuff. I was like, oh, okay. So like the first couple of games, I was like, okay, buddy, and then I was like, all right. You saw some of it, all right? We got exactly. Adjusted a little bit, and it's fine. Really feel like I have like some bad habits too that I'm trying to fix. Yeah. Like I was talking about on stream at the beginning where like you know, I think because of the backdash macro, I mash on it really lazily in some spots.
Yes.
So
you're getting taken advantage a little bit. You started to vary it. Like
this is like new. This is like new shit. It's like 2 days ago. Like I was talking to my main training partner, and we were just like, yo, we just fucking gotta stop mashing backdash. Like so, it's too good that it's not a button. Like high key, it's too good. And then Millia only has like, even though her backdash is good, like doing that to like Soul or like Chip is like okay, but like doing that to like Nago or Faust or Axel is like not okay. So I'm trying to like between like practicing Nago and trying new tactics and trying to like fix bad habit. I tried to do all this shit at the same time while playing against you. So I feel pretty good about it. Good.
What were your tenets? The new things you tried to implement?
I'm trying to IBFD fuzzy jump.
Oh, your IBFD. That was, I mean, that made it really frustrating, right? IBFD on wake up close slash or meaty close slash.
So I'm trying to IBFD fuzzy jump. I've been practicing it for a while, and then I'm also trying to change my fuzzy jump input because, like for example, so Nago, right? Like you can't tick without forward momentum off FD, right? So because of the way I used to FD, because of the way I used to fuzzy jump, I would see myself block the move, and I would see the FD flash, and then he would tick me, and I'd be like, what the fuck? And then he's going ham, and I'm confused, and then I was like, what the fuck is happening? So I changed the input. For the most part, there's some spots I do it the old way, but there's some spots where I do it the new way. So like, as opposed to like just doing it the old way and being like, oh shit, like I got tick thrown, and I wasn't supposed to get tick thrown. Some defense things against him. But then like and then also I actually understand how his blood works. Like I know like how much your blood increases and decreases off everything now.
You should be looking at the blood meter as if you're playing Nago.
It's not even looking. Like looking is step 1, but step 2 is you actually should know how much he's going to get or how much he recovers from stuff.
Right.
Besides the on-block stuff, that doesn't matter. That doesn't really matter. It's only like
on hit, specials, dashes, how ham he can go after super, right? That's pretty important because if you can know ahead of time, then you'll find that sometimes he really shows you what he's going to do, like when he's going to all in, when he's going to back off, you can take advantage. I think playing him is like, play him for like a couple of days and you'll see.
That helps some people. I don't think he's that type of character where like you can't tell what's going. I usually only do it for characters where I'm like, what the fuck is this character doing? And no one plays him. Where like a lot of people play Nago and it's pretty. You know, he's a Mrs. Spencer. Like, like it's not that complicated what he's doing. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I don't know anything about Millia.
Oh.
I just kind of I just like ravage them, right? Because I haven't like lost to Millia. There was one time, but I had John's, right? I had like a Donbury and it was like extra greasy, so I was washed, right? And then I died to a Millia 3-2. I was like, okay, but after that, never again. So yeah.
I hear this a lot when I play people. They're like, yeah, I just never fucking, I don't know what you're doing, and I never lose this character.
I mean, I understand the basics, but there's so many new things that I was shown against you. But I like looked at the character hard like 2 months ago and said like, what do I need to remember? Okay, 2D, her 2D on block is like, it's like hilariously bad. Yeah, -11. I started doing that. I was like, okay, maybe I'll start doing this and see like what LK does. Super against 2S. Oh, I mean 2D is like hilarious. I think it's a game breaker against her.
I like Loki I feel like as long as I'm not too close, I think it's okay actually. The only thing that sucks like you get a stock back or whatever, but besides that, it's kind of on me. Like there's some spots I'm like hyper aware of it against Ram, but like Doggo players don't really do it to me. So like,
oh, Ram does it too? Oh no.
Yeah, no, Ram, you have to. You like you can't fucking do like you can't fuck, especially like before they buffed Lushaker and 5H. Like you couldn't use like half her Gatling chart. I guess like your pressure is just like 5k dash 5k. Please super please like.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I didn't actually know about when you did it to me. I was like, oh yeah, okay, this is a thing.
Yeah, I always had it, but I was just like, I don't really feel like doing this because it's like a little stale. But
just do it.
I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to experiment. But I mean, I can just all Millias are gonna do 2K 2D because like they can't help themselves, right? It's like, what else are they gonna do?
It's not even that. It's like that Gatling. Like when you choose to do 2K, you basically have to do something right away. You know what I mean? Like so, like if I do 2K 2D, I can't actually see what's happening until the 2D is happening. Like you just have to dial it in, and whatever happens. And of course, like most people are just doing 2K 2D because like you know it goes into H disk if it hits, and it's pretty easy to hit confirm. So, I've been trying to not always go for it, but at the same time, it's like it's so hard to like force yourself to not do it. Right. There's spots where like so Nago you don't play traditional footsies against, but like against Soul, for example, especially like before they buff Lushaker, I was mixing like 2K and 5K in neutral against them a lot. Yeah, cause 5K you're mad strong when you do it, but like 2K is like it's good, it's pretty good, but like there's some downsides, especially when they have like resource and shit.
Let me explain to you like how I feel like the matchup works, or well. What you see, this is why I don't talk about these sort of things, right? Because my solutions and like my like game plans are like not normal, right? Quote unquote normal, or they're unique to me. But my game plan is I can just be a button turret, and then it's pretty hard for Millia. And then when I feel like I need to like change the pace, I can just Fukio forward 5k, and then you know, like Millia's settled into like this comfort where she like controls the screen, like hovers around Nago's head, and I can like break that up at any time. But it's like there's no reason for me to press myself rushing in, right? I can just throw in a spin here and there. You know, I don't need to like overdo it because she can't influence the round from across the screen like Soul or like May, where she can like push me back with 5S and stuff. Right? So it's just playing risk reward. At some point you're gonna be wrong, and then you're gonna burst, and then you're gonna be wrong again, and then you're gonna die. So why try and add this like extra element where I'm doing this stuff in neutral, right? And then running into 2K 2D, which you presented, of course.
I don't even think that's
the same idea against Chip too, but Chip
I
is.
don't think it's special to you, by the way. I have a bunch of Nago players that I play. I feel like they have that same kind of thought process.
Like, just let her come.
Just let her come. Like, she can't deal with these buttons when I'm under her, type thing. And then like you know, there's Capital, but like because of the way Capital is right now, like people just don't. Unfortunately, it pains me, but people don't care about getting hit by it. So I am really glad I'm starting to use 5K. It's not 5K, JK there to get a combo when people whiff in certain positions under me.
Right. I think you're you know, of course, like, you know, Nagos want to play like a turret. I think you played around that like quite excellently, actually. Like your air spacing, it's like air footsies. Truly air footsies what you were doing. I like that. Like you were baiting like proximity on close slash. Like I had to like start being like way less greedy about it. Like if that's what I was gonna do, because you were counter hitting me all the time.
You gotta kill him. You gotta kill him. I mean, you know me. I fucking hate when people whip buttons under me. So like, yeah, yeah. The way you go about dealing with it in this game is definitely harder than before. Because I mean, before, you know, people will be whipping buttons under you, and like I got pinned, and people will whip buttons under me. I'm just like, wow. So like, so it's like, definitely one of the hard things about like moving into this game was like how to deal with that, and then how to deal with matchups where like, you know, like in excerpts, there's some characters where you just footsie them and win, like Soul, and there's some characters you can't footsie. So against them, you pin is your footsie now, because you can't play neutral with buttons because their buttons are better. So you use your fucking death laser beam from the air and you hit them. But
your privilege.
Not my privilege. It's an item. It's a one-use item.
Okay.
It's son.
Yeah, item.
Yes. It's a one. I was about to say it's a one-time use item that I must retrieve, unlike a certain other character. That's all well and good though. That's fine. But what the issue that came up was for some characters, if I can't beat them with buttons, what do I do now? Because I don't have pin to be my footsie against this character that has better buttons than me. So it actually feels like there's way more, like even more intense hitbox, hurtbox interaction study in this version, because like in the previous version, once you understand what pin is truly for, which is not an approach, is for when characters have better buttons than you, you fucking use that move, because that move will beat their buttons so that they can fucking relax. In this game, like, you really, truly, actually need to understand the interactions between hitboxes and hurtboxes. And as Capital is right now, since you can't... it came up... I hit the wrong button. I forgot, like, it's heavyweights. You can't do Capital JS on air hit. But if you get hit by Capital in the air, that's a full combo.
I saw you were going for it. And I was thankful that you were missing it. I was just like, oh, man.
Yeah. On heavies, you have to do JK. I just forgot. But on the ground, the only thing she gets is like JP, which is like the sub down is like has a good amount of advantage, but like the deterrent is just not as high, like damage wise. And there's just so many people who don't think about the implied return, and I don't blame them, to be honest, of stuff, especially if they don't play against the character a lot. So like I've been going like one character at a time. Like when characters have good buttons under me, when I don't have 50 meter for Capital RC, I'm like, okay, so like how can I deal with them on a hitbox, hurtbox level when I'm like above them and have air options, which is I think is super important against Nago, like super duper important against Nago, because his return off IP is pretty high. Yeah,
for sure. I mean, despite, you know, a convincing victory, right? I'm pretty comfortable saying I don't know the matchup, because I mean, Millia's that type of character where Millia players like need more time. She's controlling, right? She can't like just thrust herself in there like fucking Soul, like, all right, just bought Strive 59.99, right? Nah, she needs a little bit more development. So if Millias are still developing and I'm like, you know, destroying every Millia I come across, then why would I say I know the matchup? I just know how to kill Millia players right now.
I don't think I'm as good at this matchup as I can be. just
Right.
straight up. Like, I feel like there's a lot of stuff I can improve on, and there's probably more that I could just not only like directly improve on from like just like dealing with things and stuff, but then also like what can I extrapolate from those things to like push Millia as a character too.
Hey, we should play on PC so you stop getting hit by 5D. All
You
right,
gotta
word.
talk about that. I'm not gonna talk about that right now.
All right.
I mean, if you're gonna try to fucking qualify for ECT, you have to play on console. You know that, right?
Fuck them.
No, like
Fuck them. I'll just
all
go
I
and play on
have to say-
PS4 and then I'll say, fuck you, PC.
All you have to say is you actually have to play on console for this.
Okay.
It's 100% gonna be on console.
Take care, Squires. Take care, LordKnight.
Okay.
Talk to y'all later.
Yes, GG again. Thank you.
Good games. Good stream. So, here we go.
Chat, do you know what time it is? It's time for me to blow my pipes out because it's freaking shuffle time! What? Shuffle time, y'all. Yes. Oh, yes. Time to shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Right? We about to play your tunes all night. We about to take your